Good shout.
Yeah, thank you.
Ladles and jelly spoons. It says we're live, so we must be live. This is Tim down for Living with MS in Tenerife and Webby on Webby Sports Roundup. Good morning. We are simultaneously casting to both channels today. If you're watching on timothydowd.com or Timothy Dowd Living with MS in Tenerife, welcome. If you are watching on Webby's channel, it's his phone that's not in silent. So he's not a professional just yet, but he will get there. And if you're wondering which one's which, he's the pink shirt and I'm the famous yellow shirt. Because it's the Canary Islands, you see, you know. Actually, Canary Islands is to do with dogs, but that's another story.
So you're wearing the Las Palmas colour. We don't like it.
A Las Palmas colour.
Yeah, Chris Todd's thumbs down.
I'm actually wearing the middle colour of the Spanish flag, which is all right.
No,
it's not all right.
Canary's flag, it is.
Oh,
Canary, yeah.
Oh, that's the Saltier, isn't it?
Like, do us a favour. Get off the fence.
I'm off the fence.
Get off the fence.
Now, there's lots of you coming on. I've got to look on here because although I can see on here that Charlie's on, Sophie's on, Johnny Goggles is on.
Morning, Johnny Goggles.
Yvonne's on, Gazug's on, James Kerr's on, David Kelsey, Charlie. I can't tell which channel you're looking at, so I'm going to look on my phone. And also,
Johnny Goggles, top man.
I got to do something.
It's on this morning, son. Be up tonight, 7 p.m. live. Boxing from Johnny Goggles.
Yeah, we got Johnny Goggles as a roving reporter today.
Yeah, he's my roving reporter.
7 o'clock, cool dude.
That'll be good. That'll be good for it's good fun.
So you take over while I turn your monetization on, because now, even though he hasn't shaved this morning, he is monetized.
I did
that
yesterday.
Means that you can go to his channel and you can say thank you with the super thanks. You can buy him a coffee. You can go into the description
buy me a coffee.
to paypal.me/webbysport. And so you can support the channel in all ways you want, including just watching the adverts.
Am I monetized now?
Yes. No, not yet. I'm doing it right now.
Well, get on with it then.
Okay. So you entertain the people while I do the business.
Listen, just had a blog, as you know, Friday morning with my good pal Chris Todd. We've talked about Tenerife's first home game of the season against Oviedo, beaten 1-0. 16,000 just under. Absolutely superb. 14,000 go up to 15,000 season tickets. Absolutely magic. So hopefully with Chris we've got a small possibility of promotion. I know we've only had one game, but you never know. We've also had
feet on the floor.
Feet on the floor. We've had a discussion about the Lionesses on Sunday as well. Obviously we beat Australia 3-1 down in their manor, and we're in the final against Spain. And Toddy, because he's lived here for 34 years, he wants the Spanish team to win. They play a bit like Barcelona. Or a bit more rough and ready, a bit more rugged. So it's going to be a great game, 11:30, and I'll be in the 3-all shoes on Sunday morning. I keep getting a bit of a mention, but they took money, my cancer charity, F.A.C.T, fighting against cancer and Tenerife. Yes, I know, he's got that yellow shirt on. I tell you, he's doing me head in. Absolutely doing my head in.
It's the smoke that's doing me head in.
Oh, it's the smoke, where is it? Get rid of it. We'll sort it out, chuck around the river in a minute. Foggy messaged me just now. He's off to work. By the time you do a bit of work, Foggy. And he's also working tomorrow morning. Have you lost any weight, son, since last week?
Actually, I'm on holiday this week, so no. I mean, so I've been eating a bit more, and I've been having a drink in a while with the daughter.
Always
excuses.
That, you know?
It's not an excuse.
It's an excuse.
I'm cooking for 4 and eating for 3.
They are lovely girls. I don't know how you produced her.
I think it was all Christine.
Yeah,
100%.
What do you mean think? I don't think. I know. I don't think you had parts of playing it, to tell the truth.
Monetization off. There you go. You want me to put it on?
Do you want to fight now or later?
Say something nice then.
I love you.
Love you too.
Sometimes. He's taking a mickey. But right, come on. Anybody who's on? Anybody talk about?
I'm busy doing this. There it is. Put your glasses on and read it.
I can't see that.
Well, get your phone out then.
Well, Chris Todd. Toddy should be saying, should we get? I'll tell you what. This is what we do. You got your glasses. Get your glasses on, Chris. On. Get your glasses so you can read my phone. Right. Let's have a look. Here we go. I'm going on there. Is that it?
All right, I'm going on now.
So you can read my phone.
Read my phone.
Read my phone. Can you read out it? Any messages?
Yeah.
Come on.
Morning, you two.
Morning. Is that it? Who else we got, Chris?
Guy, Day Boys. I think that's
You mean Guy Gay Boys? You mean?
High Gay Boys.
Who's that from?
Ray Duffy.
Ray Duffy. You're going to get a slap, son.
No, you're
Madge,
gonna say.
Madge, give him a dry slap, mate. He doesn't know the language. He doesn't know the lingo. He's never been in. Hey, I'll tell you.
There's-
Cheers, Raymondo.
58 watching on my show, on my channel.
I've got
I'm watching on his
I got
channel.
about 2 probably.
Morning, ladies. Hope you're both well.
That's him.
Who's that?
Mark Sweeney.
That's him.
Who's Mark Sweeney? Morning,
No,
Mark.
He's making it up.
I'm not.
He's not.
Here, in front of me.
Who else? Anybody else?
Morning, Webby.
Morning. Who's that?
Trisha Slater.
Morning, Trish. Hi, darling. Thanks for being on, sweetheart.
Stuart Don-
Foggy's on. I thought you were going to work, Tony.
Stuart Donnelly's on my channel. Says, good morning, Tim and Webby. I know nothing about football. I'm a Cowden Beath supporter.
Cowden Beath. That's in Scotland, son.
I know where Cowden Beath is.
Oh, I just thought.
Not only that, but I remember when my granddad used to watch the TV when I was a kid. We had to listen to all the results, you know, like East 5-5, 4-4-4.
Yeah,
It
breaking.
nearly
Yeah.
happened a few months ago.
Who else we got? Anybody else on?
Yeah, well, there's one. Charlie. Santi Cazorla signed for Real Oviedo, same league as Tenerife.
Oh, so,
From the
yeah.
ex-Arsenal player.
Ex-Arsenal, yeah.
Shame it was after the game when we played them last Monday.
Yeah,
He signed Wednesday.
Okay, yeah.
So
Good
shame we didn't see him, but it's good for the league.
He's a big Man City fan, Charlie. Big Man
Yeah,
City fan.
okay.
Yeah,
So that's good for them because that's his hometown club.
yeah. Okay.
And
If
it's good to, I'm saying all the money in Saudi Arabia now that these players are going, he's only taken the minimum wage,
Yeah.
Cazorla. 10% of all his shirt sales are going back to the youth academy.
Tom.
So he's like, and
Gazorla.
Santi Cazorla, yeah.
I know the one you mean. Little small, short guy.
Yeah.
I know the wings that you
he's
mean.
a star,
I know the one you mean.
Very popular at Arsenal.
He was, wasn't he?
And these players, their last couple, he's 35, 36
Yeah,
now.
I remember.
Going back to Tenerife, Oviedo, his
Oviedo.
hometown club, just to put something back into the community. Same as Angel at Tenerife, the
Yeah.
striker we got back, been playing in La Liga.
And hopefully, he'll
He
do the
was
same.
offered 1.2 million to play Espanyol,
Yeah.
and now he's playing for Tenerife for 500,000.
Brilliant,
You know.
If there's any questions, anybody wants to send any questions, you want to answer in any football clubs, or you want a big shout for whether you're a Swindon Town, whether you're an Aldershot fan. You like Aldershot, don't you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Was that where you were born, or was that your
That's where I lived when, from the age of 11 to 19.
11 to 19, lived in Aldershot. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Anybody else on? Come on.
Well, that Charlie, our player Maximo Perrone.
Yeah.
Set to go
Oh, you're
on loan
pure
at-
Todd now.
I
Sorry.
can't quite get myself to say it.
Okay.
It starts with an L.
Oh no! Don't say it! Don't say it! Don't say
I
it!
just feel a bit sick.
I
now.
bet you. I bet you do. I bet you do. Yeah.
Good morning, Rupert and
What are you doing there? Look, yeah. Rupert. Yeah. He called the Rupert the Bear because I haven't got the Rupert the Bear hat
the
on.
Lord.
No. Oh, is that the Lord?
Great entertainment, lads.
Cheers, the Lord. Yeah,
Glyn-
we're certainly trying.
Glyn Young, that is.
Pardon?
Glyn Young.
Oh, Glenn. Thanks,
Yeah.
Glenn. Great
My-
entertainment. Go on. What have you got on?
My nephew, Oliver's board,
Yeah.
sent us a £5. Won't catch you later, so have a pint on me. Enjoy your holiday.
Thank you very much, dear Woodland, sir. Hey, don't forget, it's not coffee. Tonight I'm on the bottles of Heineken. Cold bottle of Heineken in Monte Cristo, in my manner. Come on. Who wants to be the first to buy Webby a bottle of beer for tonight? And I'll give you a big shout on the show. I don't want you all running to your purges now. Come on.
Thanks, Ollie.
So this is good because we've got you and Tip, got you on you.
No, not yet, because I've got to change the name because
okay.
I've
All right.
got
Who
I've
else?
screwed up
How
the
many?
name.
How
Good
many's
morning,
watching?
boys.
How many's on?
Emma Kelly.
Does it say how many's on? Was your
18.
18. Come on.
18,000.
18,000. Fantastic. Emma
I know,
Kelly.
18.
All right, Emma Kelly.
Yeah, 18.
All right, Emma Kelly.
Yes.
Where's she from? Does it say?
Doesn't say
What's
where
she saying?
from. No. Good morning, boys.
Oh, good morning, boys.
Yeah.
How do you know he's a boy? He's a big boy, ain't he, sir?
You carry on. I'm
yeah,
busy.
What are you doing in there?
Well, it doesn't matter. Just carry on.
Oh,
It's
I'm just-
entertain the people. Do you want to get out the screen?
all right, what about Neymar going to Saudi Arabia? Chris, 77.6 million. And they want to be in the Champions League. The
I will never ever watch a game from Saudi
No,
League.
oh, it's
ever. I'm
horrendous.
not interested in it. I
No,
never
no,
will
no.
be.
I know.
And if they get a place in the Champions League, that'll be disgrace as well.
Well, the thing is, what they were all saying, I watched a bit on Talk Sport,
Yeah,
and there was Simon Jordan.
yeah, he's good.
Oh, he's fantastic. Discussing about the Fair Play League with all the money they're paying. They're going to have to do all the training. It ain't going to happen, is it? It can't. It
No,
can't.
well, all their financial power goes. If they enter
Of course it is.
they'll have to
Reduce the money.
reduce
Oh,
their spending
Yeah.
availability. Yeah.
and I don't know what season tickets or how many people watch these games.
No, they're getting like 15,
Ray Duffy,
18,000
alright,
for
yeah.
a lot of
£2.
games, yeah.
Ray, thanks, Ray. Top man. Love you loads. Give Madge a big kiss for me, please.
Alan Fraser, is there a CDF Tenerife? I think CD Tenerife. official shop in the there's a couple of
Oh,
shops.
hold on.
Opposite the stadium is the official shop.
Yeah, yeah, okay. That's the official shop in City Tenerife.
Opposite the Eliodor in Santa Cruz.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But we have got the shop, haven't we? Is it still open down in opposite the
Aqualand.
Aqualand?
Yeah.
Who's in there? What's his name? Thomas is in there.
Rapid Vienna fan.
Is that one? Of course, he's from Austria, isn't he?
Yeah.
Rapid Vienna fan.
They won last night in the Europa League 5-0.
Oh, yeah. So he'd be happy.
Conference, I think it was.
So you better go in there now, buy a shirt, and see if you can get some discount.
Yeah.
Probably won't be. Yeah, Coventry tomorrow playing Swansea away. I keep saying that at Vetchfield, but they got a new. Hey, we got you, Toddy. We got you on. This is unbelievable. Hang on.
Here he is.
Here he is,
Toddy.
Mr. Todd himself.
And we don't.
Live.
If you'd have brought your thing, you.
I know, all right. You never asked me to.
That looks like me, though.
There you go.
You're live. Everybody's what you're doing. They're all watching you. Have you come to Aircrest?
I need to, I think. A bit ugly at this time.
This is fantastic. You want to see? This is fantastic. This is
All right, Charlie. The problem is there's no FIFA regulations with the Saudi League, and UEFA can't do anything until they change the rules. FFP isn't a thing over there.
If they join the UEFA, they have to. Otherwise, they can't have one rule for one.
One rule for the other. No, it ain't gonna happen.
No,
it won't happen.
Impossible.
No.
If they do, no. But
no,
fans will boycott.
Yeah, you can't. But no, definitely.
They were against the European Super League, and they'll be against this. So
Okay.
You can power or can win in the end, surely.
So we're a little bit. Let's get off to. It's called Lionesses. Come on, we got to win on Sunday. Let's bring it on. Let's see if the women can do it.
Anthony, $9.99. Thank you so much, Anthony.
Morning, Anthony. Unbelievable.
They've both done well. It's been a good tournament, I think. And
yeah.
A lot of people poo-poo it, but I think the football standard is fine, you know.
I've watched bits. I've watched lots, and even Dawn's watched bit. And I tell you, they get down, they get kicked, and they're up, aren't they, in a way?
Of course. There's probably less fouls, so it's more fluidity to the matches, and they don't argue so much with the referee.
No, they get on.
The only thing, if I had to say something, was maybe the goalkeepers are a bit weak in the box.
Yes,
and,
for sure.
Shot stopping, they're not as big as the
agility.
The normal keeper. Men keepers are normal.
Yeah, if you're watching on my channel, nip over to Webby, give him some love. Webby Sports Roundup at Webby Boom. Thank you very much.
But apart from that, why don't you go and watch your local women's team as well,
Yeah, well, this is what it is.
Yeah, you were talking about the women's team here in San Isidro, yeah? What are they called?
Right. UD Granadilla.
UD Granadilla.
Yeah. And they've been in the top league now for the last 8 seasons. And they've been like top 5. They finished 4th a couple of times. Champions League, they just missed out by a couple of goals. So they would have been playing the likes of Arsenal and, they play Barcelona, Real Madrid all the time. And beat them all. I've seen a few good matches up there. They don't get massive crowds like that, 1,500, 2,000, but they're still starting up and they're doing well. So they've got a lot of problems with the local council.
When they come to fruition, aren't they?
Yeah. The problem is, I don't know if you've got time.
Have you got time?
Yeah. Right, they use the pitch of San Isidro, which is an artificial pitch. So all the local youth teams play there, and they can train all week and they can use it. 500 children. But if they put a grass pitch in, they won't be able to use it.
No, of
so all these children, the council, where they're going to go and train, there's not another pitch available in the local area. But they need a grass pitch by the league rules. They've given them 2 years extra to try and sort it out. And every time they get one. But this is the last year now. And they have to improve. They need a scoreboard and better stands and better changing facilities. Otherwise, they can't play there. And every time they play there they get fined like €50,000. And for a club like that,
well, it takes all your gate money, doesn't it?
Everything, or even less. So it's awkward. So they've managed to get a deal with CD Tenerife to play in Geneta, which is the new sports city. But there's so many teams. There's 4 pitches up there, 2 grass and 2 artificial. So they're trying to balance everything out, but it's not ideal. It's a shame that someone doesn't come over and grab this team. Do a stadium, let's say, millions.
Any more questions?
Trisha's saying the Lionesses are brilliant, and although I'm a Scot, I support them. Good luck on Sunday.
Well done, Trish.
I'm sure they can do it.
Yeah, bring it on.
And of course, Chris has been here for so long, he's going to support Spain, which is also good. And I'm not a football fan at all, and I'm just going to not watch the match, I don't think.
No.
Well, it's, yeah,
it's-
you're either into it or you're not. If you're a sporty person, obviously you're probably with it. Sunday morning.
It's the last Sunday with my daughter and granddaughter.
Yeah,
so
of course it's so.
unless they're going to watch it, I'm not going to watch
Well,
it.
they take preference, don't they?
They
do take preference.
For people watching on my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for joining in. Chris, I know you don't live in the tourist area of the south here like a lot of others, and you've been here a long time. You're closer and have your finger on the pulse with the local news and stuff.
Yeah.
What's the latest on the fires? Could you tell us something about that?
It's awful. It's spreading. It's out of control still. They say this morning I saw 3% of the island has been burnt now.
Wow.
Destroyed.
And I know that some of the
3
pictures that you put up, that was terrible.
Yeah. It started in the higher regions of Candelaria. I don't know if you go up the TF1, you go through the tunnels, Guimar, and then you go in up towards Puerto de Guimar.
Yeah.
If you look up to the left, you go all the forest. Well, that's where it started.
Yeah.
I think personally, it's not been proven. It'd be probably very hard to prove this, but we had the fiestas in Guimar
On the 15th,
the religious fiestas on the 15th. Well, this started the same day, you know.
Right.
And pilgrims are walking over the mountains to Guimar. To Candelaria.
Yeah.
That's the thing to do, and I just think someone has just disregarded,
Yeah, just
thrown a
Charlie's
bag
been,
down.
it's been on the news all about back home in England.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, there's a lot of people saying it's fireworks and stuff, but we're ruling that out, aren't we? Because that's in the city.
This
That's
was
in
right in the very top regions. It could be a pyromaniac as well. They arrested a pyromaniac 2 weeks ago in Orotava because he started a few fires there. And they broke into his house and he had them all the bottles of paraffin lined up with toilet rolled around them.
You're joking, Molotov cocktails in his house.
Exactly, yeah.
So but he's not free, is he? He's
I don't know, to be honest, but I think he's probably still detained, hopefully. But this was the other side of the island. I would doubt if he went out of his known region.
Gotcha.
I mean, why would you want to do that? I just don't know. But
Tony
he's not
Fogarty,
mentally
great
fit.
chat this morning. Chris is great. So you got a thumbs up from Tony Fogarty.
Yeah, is that from my mum?
Tony Fogarty.
And Charlie says no plans for a bank holiday if England win the World Cup.
No.
Is that OTT to have a bank holiday again?
This is the problem with British people.
Yeah.
They go over the top
They've
about everything. Spain got to the final. Oh, great. Half an hour. We did this. We're playing the final. We don't go. It's not main news for the next 5 days. Bank holidays. And
I agree.
Tours of the island, London before they've even won it.
Charlie also says, he goes, let's have a look. I do go to the City Academy Stadium, Manchester, sometimes to watch the City women's team. Trisha's late to get the Lionesses are brilliant, as we say. Ian Wainwright, Ian's on Sheffield Wednesday. Listen, he's the business, mate. Ian's big Sheffield Wednesday fan. He's the one that put that, when he went to watch Sheffield Wednesday over in Spain, and there was a big flag at Sheffield Wednesday, and he put WEBBY'S Sports Roundup in the corner. You did that picture.
Oh, right,
You remember? He put the big Sheffield Wednesday flag behind the goal.
Yeah.
Arsenal were playing whoever they were later on, and they put a big piece of paper said, watch WEBBY'S Sports Roundup.
Oh, I do remember
that.
Yeah,
you remember, And he's the one that sent over me the 3 items. The Rocket Ronnie O'Sullivan signed picture. He sent me over the shirt signed by Kyle Walker, Oxley Chamberlain, etc. 4 or 5.
But Carl Malden had bought it.
And he also sent over the Frankie Dettori. So Ian, love you a bit. He is a top fella. Got me lots of subscribers.
Woo! You could get people to send in placards with WEBBY'S Sports from any stadium they go to this weekend.
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
And they could send the photos in.
Yeah, exactly.
This is me at the Oval. This is me at Old
that could be good. Yeah, that's a good idea, Chris.
Great idea for Chris.
Say it again.
No, if anyone's going to a sporting event this weekend, go on with a little placard with WEBBY'S
Sports
Roundup.
WEBBY'S Sports Roundup,
so we can see
Webby,
where you are in the background.
Sports Roundup. WEBBY'S Sports Roundup.
Yeah.
And do they get a prize or anything?
Well, so we'll do. Listen,
we'll buy them a pint next time they're in the Monte Cristo.
Come on over. You come and listen. We'll give them anything. We'll do anything. Absolutely fantastic. That's a good show, that.
Something like that.
What else we got? Tony. Oh, Glenn Young's
the
up.
kickoff is 11 o'clock. Sorry, why did I say 11:30?
So the kicker's 11 o'clock. Pub's opening early. Unfortunately, can't open the bar till 12 because of the licensing laws.
Oh.
In 1988, the summer of 1988, I was working in a bar in Thorpe, near Thorpe Park, near Staines. And I was the first barman in that pub to work the 12-hour shift, 11 to 11. So the licensing laws were 11 till 11 then. So did they change to 12? Or is it because it's a Sunday?
Probably it's a religious day. So,
All right, unless you're living in North Wales, of course, and then there's a lot of dry places there when I was a kid.
Lynn Young, Jordan Shippery,
Rained last
playing
time
well
I went.
for us. He's obviously a Shrewsbury fan. Morning, Glenn. Yeah, George. He's one of our own. He's one of our own.
Last time I went to North Wales, it didn't stop raining.
Well, it doesn't stop raining, you know.
No, you said it was a dry place.
Oh, it's a dry place.
Eddie
There
Reid
you go. Oh,
seems daft.
just like his
finding them.
humour.
Eddie Reid seems daft finding them instead of putting the money towards new pitch elsewhere. Charlie, Carl Fogarty, Glenn, Charlie, put your phone to show that you. What does Charlie say? You could put it on your phone and show that you're subscribed.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as we can see it.
Visit Sunny Charlie.
But how do you take the photo then? With you?
Screenshot.
Yeah.
And
No, but you need the background to prove
right,
where you
okay.
are.
Well, you got to.
Technology,
Charlie's
yeah.
off to Chester Zoo tomorrow.
Chester Zoo.
Do you know something?
That's where I met Webby. He didn't know at the time.
Yeah.
We've seen that. Dawn has watched that program when it was on every week last year, and every time was it 9:30 in the morning? I can't remember. Every day it was on Chester Zoo.
All right. okay.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. What
Yeah,
they do.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, have you been to the zoo here? The monkey park,
I've been to the monkey park,
Yes,
but I've
I
been to the
did.
jungle park.
jungle park. No.
I've been to both when Matthew was very young, probably 25 years ago.
All right.
I like the bird.
hang on,
show.
hang on.
Yeah.
Tony Fogarty, sorry boys, the Oakwood in Lionesses is open at 10 a.m. and you can get a beer if you want.
There you
So that's
go.
the Oakwood, Lionesses. That's where my mate Tony Fogarty drinks. Absolute
Well,
quality.
he owned it.
Well, the many times he's been him in it. Don't tell that because Haley, you're mad. Martin Wass. Oh, hang on. Martin Wass is on. Just switched over to Webby's Morning Or. Cheers, Martin.
Thank you, Martin.
Charlie. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Secret Life of the Zoo. Watch the program. Great program. Yeah. Don't watch that all the time. Lovely. What they do for them animals.
If you're watching on my channel, don't forget that we're simulcasting to Webby's channel, Webby Sports Roundup. Nip over there, give him some love. I know that a lot of people have jumped on there and done super stickers and super thanks. So he's getting the money, not me. And but I get it back because he buys me pints.
I
and
buy
everything.
all the coffees.
He buys all the coffees. He does, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, listen, yeah.
That's only because he's the coffee king of CAIXESBBXXX.
Listen, it's because what you do from this is all your stuff. And you're the technical boss, wear stupid shirts, man. And
We have to change that.
Where's your hat as well? I got your Peaky Blinder hat,
And I don't wear it anymore.
and then
It's too hot.
I'm the mouthpiece. So you got
Definitely, you're right about that.
Listen, when you're born with I had a silver spoon, all right.
Right.
And Andy Warhol said back in 1988, I think, that everybody's famous for 15 minutes. You all have your famous.
I've had
for
my
15.
15.
Eh?
Yeah.
Mine still goes sad.
Andy Warhol.
Andy Warhol.
He played for Coventry, does he? Who did he play for?
Who did he play for?
He didn't play for anybody.
On the football.
Cricketer. Rugby.
No, he didn't play. He's not a sportsman.
Singer.
Is this Chris Todd? Did he play for Tenerife?
It's
Is he
this
Spanish?
dry humour. I love it.
Try-
I love it.
try
Not
humour.
everybody gets it.
You can you?
Not
Well, you
everybody
did. You've got
gets
a of your flipping in, haven't you?
Yeah, but unfortunately, my phone just lost connection. It's back. We're back in the
Oh,
room.
is it back in
the room.
connection? Is it? Okay. All right, super.
Better off.
We're having a bit of fun this morning.
Yeah,
We're
we're
enjoying
having a bit
ourselves.
of fun this morning. I don't know whether my daughter's going to come down
Well, I
or
think she will.
not. She might be calling right now. I don't know because
That's
we've
all right.
got Chris on there.
So,
Anyway, well, back to the fires.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
go
only
on.
touched on it
Yeah.
slightly. They're still fighting the fires. Obviously, at night, the hydroaviones cannot fly. They're not allowed to fly at night.
Not allowed to fly at night.
No, with the mountainous terrain, it's too dangerous.
Okay.
So that's the danger at night, and then you get the winds
That's the
coming.
fire aeroplanes that
Yeah.
drop the fire retard
Yeah.
or water. Yeah.
It's a very
Sorry,
complicated
I've got
fire.
to cut in. I've got to cut in.
Sorry.
This is what it's all about.
Is it about fire or football?
This is about another goal, isn't it? It's like
Well,
this.
then-
It's like being a Saturday afternoon.
Then we'll wait for it. So
Okay.
we'll carry on.
No, I was just saying, in the afternoon, because it's a very complicated terrain there, and the barrancos, the winds coming up from the sea
Right.
to the mountains.
Oh, so you got an updraft.
You get the updraft in the afternoon,
Yeah.
and then so that takes it one direction, and in the night it's a downdraft. So they're fighting again. It's very complicated.
And the trade winds, the Alicios,
the trade winds are normally from the northeast.
Right.
Now they're from the west at the moment at a certain level.
Right.
So the smoke, we can't see any smoke here in the south.
Right.
Because it's all drifted towards Gran Canaria.
Right.
But in the next few days, the winds are coming from Africa, which is a hot,
Which
dry
is,
wind.
again, Kalima.
So this is going to go up to 35 degrees again for the next 2 days.
Very technically minded, you are. You should have your own YouTube
Well,
channel.
I'm a wasted talent, I think.
You are a wasted talent.
And this is the worst possible scenario for the fires. So.
Tricia Slater, 99, another tenner. Oh, Tricia, we love you, darling. We love you.
Thank you so much.
Let's talk cow and beef.
And thanks to Chris Sod for that update.
Yeah, that's very good, Chris.
Yeah, that's okay.
You can stay there. You aren't going there.
Oh, the news.
Oh, he's going again. He's loved.
Yeah,
I thought he was
interested.
I thought he was shy.
It's the worst natural disaster in 40 years, basically.
The worst natural disaster for Tenerife, yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
Is it on a par with the volcano? Not yet, hopefully.
It's a different type of
The
thing.
big one was the plane crash. Was that the plane crash? Between the two
there was one in
mountains
1977,
Yeah.
the big one, Los Rodeos.
Yeah, that's what I
And in
meant.
1980, there was the Dan Air from Manchester.
Yeah.
That we tried to, because parts of the plane are still up in the mountains.
Okay.
And a few years ago, we went on a walk to try and find the parts of the fuselages that the tyres are still there in the mountain.
Yeah.
If you can try and you've got the coordinates are on the internet. If you've got the GPS on your phone, you can walk down into the Branco and find the actual and parts of the plane. It's quite, I mean, it's eerie and it's not very nice, but it's quite interesting as well. You know.
Guess who's on? Gary, the bus driver.
Gary.
Was he the one?
He was the one we met down in with Michelle T.
Yeah, he never said a word for a bit, did he? He was.
He's very garrulous.
Is that? Oh, Michelle T. Is that his miss? I seen. Sorry, guys. Well, what's he saying? I have a question. If the England ladies win Sunday, will the England shirt have 2 stars?
So we can't hear Chris. No sound. Signal's gone.
What on you?
On everything.
Oh,
yeah. So let's get rid of this and listen to this.
Sorry, tell it not there. I love it. We can go on forever in a minute. Just talk to see how.
Yeah.
That's good having a third point. Just having a bit of.
Morning.
Are you saying nobody can even listen now?
I think we've lost some. Well, that's all right. Everything's fine. It looks everything fine.
Oh, I got them all coming on. No sound, signal gone.
Signal's
the
gone.
Lord said it's okay here. Oh, back now.
Oh.
It's back now.
Technical glitch.
Sounds fine, says Stephen Marchant.
Okay, it's good. Right, Gary, bus driver, OSN. I have a question. If the England ladies win Sunday, will England shirt, one for Chris Todd, have a 2-star, or is this separate for men and women?
Separate.
I
would say so.
100%.
Yeah, of course,
we're on that. S-Dog. Morning, lads. Morning, S-Dog.
Mark. Be careful when you're reading out S-Dog stuff.
Oh, sorry.
What did you say?
Just morning, lads.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well done, S-Dog. He usually does his mic there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, he won't mess me about, believe me. He's never met me. He's never met me over, pal. Mark LFC. Hey, Rupert. Hey. I left it alone. Tim, loving the yellow shirt. Get out of it. Bet Webby begged you to wear that today. Great to see you on Chris the Legend. Oh, Mark LFC, Chris the Legend. You got another fan.
Yeah.
Emma Kelly, big Derby County fan. Playing Fleetwood today, Webby.
Today, Friday.
Yeah, Friday night.
Derby.
Fleetwood Derby.
Okay.
Must be a league game tonight.
Play Tuesday, Friday. Okay.
Yeah. You should beat them tonight. Charlie, Romeo Lavia confirmed to Chelsea. Again, there's all these, you know what I mean? Transfers.
It's making me going off the game slightly. All this money involved.
Peter Blake, who did?
I don't know how they keep paying these wages.
Who did Arthur Conan Doyle play in goal for?
I've heard the name. Yeah.
Arthur Conan Doyle. Yeah,
Tarzan. Didn't he write Tarzan? Or no?
Charlie, no same losing. No, that's
going
gone.
back to the jungle part.
No, Chris, stop talking.
Arthur Conan Doyle.
Oh, Chris says stop talking. We can't hear you.
It was the worst disaster in 40 years. I think the last thing we said about the fires. Then we were talking about the fuselage of the disaster from the Dan Air flight. Is still in the mountains.
Yeah.
But if we go back and we'll sort it on the next one.
Yeah,
go on.
Another coffee.
Yes, please.
Mira. Tell us, Matt. Dos cafés con leche y un té para mí. Sí.
No, dos café and tea.
Yes, you know.
Oh, you know. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said three coffees.
Yeah,
It's quite amazing in the 70s the amount of air disasters the Tenerife North Airport suffered.
Yeah.
There was quite a few in fact, one is going back to football slightly, Webby, if that's all right.
Sorry, Maka, go on.
In 1956, Malaga flew over to Tenerife for a match.
Yeah.
The plane crashed on landing.
Yeah.
2 people were killed.
Yeah.
On the ground. They crashed into a house with the team on, the Malaga team.
Yeah.
They made the players play the game 3 days later.
No.
Yeah, and we still couldn't beat them. It was 2-2. And
Sí, dos cafés con leche, un té. Todo igual.
Seapool.
Bien, gracias.
And just to plus, and the Malaga team were so scared to fly back, they had to wait for a passing fishing boat, and that took them back to Malaga.
Oh, they didn't want to fly back at all?
No, they never.
No, I wouldn't do either.
I think
Took them a week to get home.
Tony Fogarty's having a brainwave. He's obviously taking a blue tablet, because Anthony says, any predictions, Webby, for Spurs Man United? Foggy, he says he was going to work half an hour ago. He says Spurs 3-1. Foggy, what's that mean, you son? Have you got a brainwave? You need a CT scan, you do. I'm telling you now. 3-1 Spurs. We'll have a fiver on that. There's no way you're going to beat Man United 3-1. What do you reckon, Chris?
Well, struggling without Kane, but they scored 2 the other day against Brentford.
I asked a prediction. I didn't ask you what we got. What's the prediction, please?
It's at Spurs, no?
Yes, at
it's
Spurs.
First home game.
Got another tenner.
Mark Sweeney.
Mark Sweeney, cheers,
Spurs,
Mark.
Spurs
Get yourselves a beer, chaps. Thanks.
Spurs will win.
Thanks for the tips, Webby.
He's out next week. Hopefully meet up. We'd love to go to Tenerife game.
This is all the
Answer the question.
Tenerife game. Hang on. I've got so many to go through here. Let me just go through. Helicopters going over again, carrying water. Charlie, think YouTube is playing up. It's back on. Trish, I closed down and started again. Oh well. Johnny Goggles, mate, do me a favour and say hi to my wife, Claire, watching live for the first instead of a catch up. Morning, Claire.
Morning, Claire.
How are you, darling? That's from Uncle Webby to you, Johnny Goggles, Mrs. Claire. I hope it is the wife.
I've cuddled her.
Have you?
Yeah.
Not with that yellow shirt, I hope.
I think I did have a yellow shirt.
Yeah, probably.
I got 10 of these now.
Who does your ironing? Stevie Wonder.
No.
Jeez.
Oh my God!
The thing is, I've lost so much weight, right?
I get it.
No, it used to be. I put the shirt on. I was so fat it would iron itself.
You don't know what you're talking
You
about.
crease me up, you do.
Crease me
You
up.
crease me up.
And Mark
Oh, I
Sweeney.
like that.
Listen, Mark Sweeney says, get yourselves a beer, chaps. Thanks for the tips, Webby. Out next week. So hopefully meet up. Would love to go to a Tenerife game. Is there any way you can see a Tenerife game
hang
next
on.
week?
When's the next home game?
Saturday, 26th of August at 6 o'clock against Zaragoza.
Saturday, 26th of August, 6 o'clock against Zaragoza. Zaragoza
That's a massive
in
game.
Tenerife.
Because they're one of the biggest clubs.
And how does he get from the south to the north?
Well, we organise coaches, so you have to get in touch with me. If it's one person, it'll probably be okay.
Is it okay to
very
give your
busy.
contact details out?
Well, if you want to contact me, then I can
contact Webby.
contact me. Then I'll contact Chris.
It's it should be a good one.
That's nice. Yeah,
They're all good.
Give us more tips. Hey, thank you. Hey, keep up good, boys. Mr. Right, Charlie, United. Charlie, United haven't lost versus Wolves. Should have lost versus Wolves, I believe. How was that not a penalty? Yes, it was a penalty. But the officials have been sacked this weekend.
Yeah.
Morning, Claire.
They could have been 3 or 4.
When I first saw it, I thought I only saw the replay then because I was at the Tenerife game. But I thought it was just a coming to, so I wasn't a penalty. But when you see it again
and again,
it's just too much. You can't flatten
Alan
someone
Fraser,
like that.
Sherlock Holmes, the Lord. Webby, was it a penalty the other night? Yes, it was. Anthony, yes, Charlie, I agree, should have been a penalty. Johnny Goggles, he did have a yellow shirt on, the lad. Charlie, Chris, yeah, Tony Fogarty ironed it with a hammer. We all pick on your yellow shirts, don't we?
West Ham fan.
I'm a West Ham
You
fan.
ironed it with a hammer.
That went over our heads.
It went over my head.
Rigor Mortis is on, big Rigor.
Rigor.
Leeds United fan.
He's going to come out for a cheeky weekend if his missus allows it.
Big game for Leeds tonight with hardly any players available. Still their first win, though. Yeah, Leeds are playing tonight. Can't think of the top of my head. Who are they playing? Who are they playing? We'll have a look. I can't think. I know they're playing tonight.
It's 10 past 7. 7 past 10, I got to go.
All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic, that. Absolutely fantastic.
Leeds. Struggling a bit, aren't they? They'll be all right. I'm sure they'll be in the
They'll
playoffs.
be fine in the end. They can't. They can't dip
Chris,
further, they can't.
I'm going to finish it up now.
Yeah.
I want to thank you for coming on. Thanks very much, my friend. And thank you for the thing this morning. Don't forget, you can see him tonight on Webby's channel at 7 o'clock. He's one of the features in Webby's Sports Roundup. We've got Johnny Goggles, we got Chris Todd, we've got the ubiquitous Webby, the Mouth Webster,
Horse racing fancy.
and we got the horse racing fancy. Have you given it out?
No, should we?
What's ubiquitous mean?
It's 8 to 1. I know that.
What
Is that
was
what
it?
it means?
I've just realised I've got another coffee coming, so I can't go.
Right, it's called Classic. 3 p.m. at Newbury tomorrow afternoon.
Gracias.
Lee, I've not looked at the price myself. Lee says it's second. He loves the favourite. It's second favourite. You've got to go each way. It's probably a big handicap race at Newbury. 8 to 1. 100% go each way. Don't start giving the money back because we've had 3 winners on the bounce. Lee has done absolutely super. Lee is obviously the big sports writer for Leeds United Football horse racing for the Yorkshire Evening
Post.
Thank you very much indeed.
You're very welcome.
And it's a Hannon team. Richard Hannon. He's doing what he's in one of the informed trainers.
Richard Hannon.
Yeah, superb. So again, we had a 92 winner to kick off the show. Back in end of April, didn't we? The first week in April.
It was.
The 28th of April, and we've had 3 winners on the bounce the last 3 weeks. So whoever's backed it, you're well up, really.
No, actually, you're actually losing money because I worked it out. That if you win on the winners, right, then you go, oh, Webby's a god, and then you put all your money in, and then it loses, and then you go, and then you go on full tilt, and you go, well, I got to get my money back, I got to get my money.
Listen,
then you won the last 3 weeks, but you've only had a fiver on it.
Listen, yellow shirt. If you put the same amount of money on every single race, don't go mad for a bit of fun, you would be your bank account will be well up.
If you're drunk, don't gamble. If you're under 18. Don't gamble. If you're not right in the head and you haven't
That's
got
a disclaimer.
You're having trouble, then don't gamble.
Don't chase your money.
Do not chase your money.
Just have a bit of fun with these fancies. You know, they're a bit of fun. Before we go, again, I want to. My heart goes out to all me pals that have chucked money at F.A.C.T. I've gone out on the phone.
It was surprising to me that they've been so generous.
I have worked hard this last go. And I've got 1 or 2 more to come in. I really have tried. The thing is, as we know, and even Chris, 1 in 2 people get cancer. And we have that community, as you always say, in South of Tenerife. And even I didn't realise that, I did, but until you do something, the amount of people that they've chucked money over at me, straight to F.A.C.T. Their hard-earned money, whether it's in the pubs, whether it's excursion shops, whatever, builders, whatever they've done, they've chucked the money. Not one person have said no to me. Not one. They probably wouldn't anyway, but they know what we've done. Me, you behind the scenes and everything else. Terry and his walking. So I'm just going to give a big shout out to Mark again, Hopping Grapes. A big Mark over in the beer house in Beverley. He has a big companies over there. On letting cars out. Dan Riley, top man, good friend of mine, known him since he was a young kid. What he does himself, local building company, along with Maguire's Bar in Sunset Bay. Mark Lacey, Ultimate Buggies. Paul Reeve, Buzzing Excursion Shop, which is opening sometime next week. David at Monte Cristo. Jason at 3 Horseshoes. That's my 2 pubs that I go into frequently, as you know. James in James's Place in La Caleta. That's where we're starting the 3 walks. And we're going to stop up in Rockies in the Winchester. Laura, lovely lady. And we're going to have halfway house on the sponsor walks. And Big Mick in the theatre bar. Big West Ham fan entertainment. Last night, 10:30. This is from my Mick Wagsy. Telling Mick's gone, I'll chuck him some money. Bang. Seriously. Chucked him big load of money at 10:30 last night on a Thursday night. Fantastic. And I've got 1 or 2 more to come on. So, if you want to support the charity from Webby, if you go into the description of his version of this live, so go to Webby at Webby Boom and look in the description. All the contact details and the bank account details is there for international banking. You can pay into that, and it goes straight to the people who need it. Straight to F.A.C.T.
It does not come through us. We do not touch a penny of this money. No. It goes straight to them. And if you want to go on my website and go to the where are the banners, Charity auction. Then you go to timothydowd.com/webby, and there's a charity auction with about 13 items you can bid on. And people have been bidding, but there is still some stuff that hasn't even started yet, and it'll be on till the end of September.
We think it's going to sort of,
if it's going to blow up in the last few days with the sponsored walk and everything, then that's going to be pretty good. So go ahead and do that, and all the money that comes in goes directly to these people. And not only that, but F.A.C.T themselves do not take administration costs.
Every single penny.
Every volunteer there does it on their own dollar.
Yeah.
And every penny goes to the people who really need it. So it's they are not a registered charity. I was a bit skeptical at the beginning.
Association.
It's an association, but they said they did that because the registered charity, it would cost them more to run it.
Big money.
And they want all the money that's donated to go to the people who need it. So well done you.
The cancer hospital is at the north in Candelaria.
It is, yeah.
And there's people in the south that husband and wife in their 70s, one person is poorly, can't get up the sheet, and
they not only take you up to the thing, but they sit with you. They make sure you got enough. Your family, they're looking at your family and everything.
They do everything. It's fantastic.
They really do a good job. And it's all on their dollar, so help them out.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. So, and all my sponsors in donations, it really is from there. I'll pick up the phone. Yes, Webby, boss, what do we do? There's the account. Send me a screenshot so we know exactly what we got in store for. So it's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And the 3 sponsor walks, we've got the 12th of September, 30 maximum. But if a few want to walk behind, won't be a problem. I don't think have I asked you to walk?
You have.
And what did you say? I can't remember.
No, only joking. I've got a hernia at the moment. I'm struggling to walk long distances.
He's got a hernia, struggling. Oh my!
I know what it's like. I know what it's like.
Okay, so we're starting the 12th of September. I've got halfway, half the people. I haven't really pushed it to say who wants to. If anybody wants to come, you've got to get in touch with me by email to you or one of you. Let me know. It's gonna be great fun. We're gonna have 3 from F.A.C.T on with Val, Jane, and Fran. They're the ones in the buckets. We're not going to touch the money. We're just going to chat to the people, say, put the money in there and have a bit of fun. Just enjoy it. And this makes some money for them.
Well, Ladles and Jelly Spoons, I'd like to thank each and every one of you. I'd like to thank Chris again for coming on the channel. I'd like to thank Webby for being such a good mate. I'd like to thank all the people that have watched the channel and watched the advert to support the channel, especially those people that have donated. Thank you again so much.
Awesome.
And don't forget, tonight, 7 o'clock, Webby Sports Roundup. But before that, 5:55, Freaky Friday over in the Monte Cristo. If you're on the island, you want to come by, just come and say hello. You can buy us a pint or...
Anybody booked in or not?
Nobody books in on that one. It's an open end.
Looks like me and you again.
No, we're going to get loads of people.
We will do. We'll drag them in, won't we?
We'll drag them in.
We'll drag them in. Just don't wear that shirt.
If you want to...
You're listening?
I've already showered today, so this is the shirt for the day.
Have you? He won't be wearing it.
I'm shaved. I'll give you an Armada Sir one.
Yeah. That look nice. That look nice on. That look nice on you, that colour, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's a pie for it.
Go with your eyes.
Well, my eyes. Oh, there you go.
Blue.
He's a sweet talking.
Do you know what goes with your yellow teeth?
What?
A brown tie.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen,
I'm
going to put on my channel. I'm going to put a thing up here, and I'm going to
stick to sports if I was you.
Exactly. You can support my channel here. You can subscribe to my channel here, and I'll put Webby up in the corner. But if you're watching his channel, he's a lady son. He doesn't put anything on. This is now we're going.
I laugh so much. I nearly handed the fag.
Hey, it's Ian. All right, Ian. We're still live. You want to come and say hello?
Oh, listen. He
only walked past 5 times.
He bore the legs off a donkey. This guy, Ian. Go on.
Yeah, we were going to go, Ian, but because you've come.
Well, you know, as shy and retiring as I am.
Have you done?
Ian Laidley.
Have you broke any cars up yet this week?
No, I'm over here. Yeah.
I know, I'm taking him. Mum, I get home yesterday. What's she watching?
The customizer.
The customized cars in America. And I just think of you now. Seriously, it's some beautiful ones. Ferraris, they're doing a lot.
For those of you who don't know, Ian Laidler is the customizer. Go and check his channel out. But he hasn't got a channel, he's got a website, right?
Website, yeah.
Yeah, the website.
As well.
And he cuts high-class cars in half. He builds phone boxes. He does all the stuff. Check out Webby's last Friday he was here.
Last Friday we did
an interview with him on Webby's channel. Go and see it.
Couldn't get him off. I couldn't get it. I thought I could talk like off a donkey. He's done me. I found somebody.
And he's walked past 5 times now, waving up.
He's going. Are you going to get me no choice? Yeah. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So you've had a good
Tildes.
week.
Yeah, it's a very good week. Yeah.
And you expect you've had put your hands in your pocket?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Did
yeah,
you?
Yeah, of course.
Is the wife happy?
Yeah, of course she
The
is.
girlfriend, the partner?
Both of them.
A partner on a Monday, wife on a Tuesday. I say you're terrible, you, aren't you?
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go now.
We were going to go 10 minutes ago.
I know, I've got to go because
Before
I
he
promised to go to
starts.
the- Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, that's how much you
Yeah,
love
you
you.
coming tonight?
Yeah, I'll put down for a bit tonight.
There you go. I'll interview him on my channel tonight. So if you want to hear the latest about the customizer, and we'll even reminisce about the Night Rider, right?
Yeah.
We love the Night Rider, don't we?
We do.
Yeah, and we did a collaboration with the Night Rider.
Yeah, and we had the Hoff video as well.
The Hoff video we had as well.
Get him on at
I'll
5
dig
past
that
6,
one
he
up
was
as
still
well.
at the 5 to 7.
You ready for the next one?
Yeah. Chris Todd's still here. He's still waiting for next week's game.
I've got a quick sports one for you.
Oh, you're having a laugh, yeah? Here we go. Go on.
A quick one.
Help me, Chris.
So
Kenny Dalglish.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
this
oh,
morning.
yeah.
it's better. Now,
Roy the Rovers.
we had when we were doing limos. Obviously, I was. Hey,
Sorry.
when we were
No,
doing-
I'm sorry, Ian.
when we were doing limos.
Limo spares.
Limos, driving limos.
Oh,
we were
right,
renting
okay.
them. We had Alan Hansen in. We picked him up from. He lived in a big posh house. in
Liverpool
Southport.
centre half, Scottish, if you didn't know.
Alan Hansen's one of the Hansons, that little boy group in the 60s.
Oh,
70s.
Bob.
Let the guy talk.
Bob,
for God's
Bob.
sake.
Yeah,
Let
come
him
on.
talk. You can't
No,
scrub him up.
you've got to jump in. You've got to jump in. You don't know. Go on.
But you're dead easy to talk to, you know. So we had him in, and
Love you too.
he was singing with his because he took him and his daughter to a concert at the Manchester Evening News Arena, and he was singing all the way back. I can't remember what song, but David Unsworth. We had him. Was he Everton?
Everton centre half.
We had him in, and
Quickest man. Very
the guy
quick.
who was the second driver on that night with me loved Everton. So he was like bending over backwards for him and everything, and we never
That's nice.
ever allowed. We never ever allowed anybody to go to like McDonald's or any drive-through. But when he asked, we thought, oh, we're in for a good tip here.
Mhm.
And so we pulled into the drive-through, not so they got the McDonald's, came back in, and we let them eat with his daughters.
In the back of the limo?
David Unsworth, which we never ever did.
Yeah.
And we got out into Formby, dropped him off, and he just got out, said thank you, and walked off. Didn't even get a tip.
No?
So if you're watching,
I was
you owe
going
him a
to
tip.
I was going to get me bed out then. I was falling asleep then.
It's sports.
I know, but yeah, but I thought it was going to be a long one. But that was quite quick for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Say that.
Ladies and gentlemen, again,
They say that, yeah. Was that
Again.
Monday or Tuesday? Was it?
I'd like to thank each and every. Do you want to come in the shot for the goodbye?
Come on, Todd.
Here we go. Todd is coming in the
That
shot
nice
for the
blue
goodbye.
shirt. Can you cover his yellow shirt?
This is mine. We're gonna be like a football team now. We're gonna swap shirts. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank each and every one of you. I'd like to thank Chris Todd for being such a great guy. I'd like to thank Webby for being a great mate. Ian for coming in at the last minute and giving us a super story, and all you guys for watching. I'm really going now because the wife and the daughter and the granddaughter are all waiting for breakfast for me. And we will see you on the next one. If you're watching on my channel, see you one-on-one on Be Here. And if you're watching on Webby's channel, what's your famous goodbye line?
If you like what you see, you like what you hear, subscribe to my channel for free. You know it makes sense.
Boom!
Never